Students, welcome to BMM 3521, lab number 4, which is all about series and parallel pumps. So, in this lab, we are going to basically study about series and parallel pump operations, and you guys are going to basically go through the virtual lab, and the recorded values are going to be given, and perhaps you are going to do the analysis. So in general, there are various types of pumps. Word pump is in general a terms for any fluid machine that adds energy to a fluid. Some authors call pump energy absorbing devices. The purpose of a pump is basically to add energy to a fluid, resulting in an increase in fluid pressure, not necessarily an increase of fluid speed across the pump. So when we talk about series and parallel pump, they have different operations. Basically, the amount of volume flow rate increase and the amount of pressure rise or pressure head rise depends on whether the pumps are either connected in series or are either connected in parallel. So when we talk about series pump operation, only the essential similarity between the two pumps is that they must be on the able to operate at the same flow rate. The pumps can deliver totally different levels of pressure as long as they operate at the same capacity. So it is important that the flow rate remains same. So you can see in the figure 1 here we have got an example of two pumps in series where we have got increased amount of head. When we talk about parallel pump, in most of the parallel operations, the bank of pump are combined in order to handle high fluctuations of flow in a common system. In such arrangements, all the pumps take their suction from a common source and then discharge into a common header. Each pump will operate at the same head, so the pressure remains same, but they share the flow rate with other pumps and then they help in the increase in flow rate. So as you can see in the equation for parallel pumps, the delta P or the pressure rise total, which is for P1 and P2 are same. However, the flow rate increases from total flow rate becomes Q1 of flow rate of the one pump towards the flow rate of the second pump. So in theory, these are the formulas which can be used to calculate the efficiency and power output and input. So for the experimental setup, we have got a centrifugal type of pump. The type of pump is centrifugal. The mode of operation of this pump is based on the flow principle. Here we've got the water as a fluid, so the delivery medium as water is set in motion by a driven blade wheel 1 with an angle blade which rotates in a helical housing. So we've got an impeller, and in that impeller is within a housing. The water is accelerated by a centrifugal force and is fed into the delivery pipe. The outpouring of the water creates a negative pressure vacuum at the intake branch, and the water flows through the connected intake pipe. Depending on the pressure difference to be overcome, a single stage or a multi-stage centrifugal pump are used. Centrifugal pumps generate a uniform volumetric flow without pressure surges, and consequently are the most common types of pump used for conveying fluids. So there are different types of valves and reservoirs, centrifugal pumps. We've got flow meters, etc. connected. So these are basically used for the simulation of pumps in series and parallel. So please watch the video produced by our Mr. Pazli. It has been posted in Kalam onto the procedure of the pumping system. So here you guys are required to basically get the data. The data has been given to you. Volume flow rate, suction flow pressure, delivery pressure for single pump, then series pump and parallel pump are given to you guys. You guys need to calculate later on the efficiency and the water horsepower, etc. yourself. Then you guys need to show the calculations for the efficiency and horsepower and additional calculations that can be carried out. And then later on for all of these experiments, you guys are required to basically plot the graph as to how does the head versus volume flow rate looks like. Okay, and so goes for the efficiency. So please submit these report exactly 1 week after the experiment and a day before the next experiment starts. The report should be based on the guidelines which have been given by the coordinator. containing all of these kinds of chapters. And the presentation should be include all group members, your name and ID and everything. And the more visual is the presentation, the better are the marks. So this is all for the lab today, and take a note for the data. The data has been given on Kalam. The video procedure is also available on Kalam, and this was all only an introduction to the pumping operations.